You don't rush the creative process. You don't, especially when you don't play a role in how the product is getting put together. We gonna rush through this. What's going on, man? Hold on. Or it's more than enough that goes into it, and then I'm gonna develop the way I said I'm gonna develop, point blank. So let's get into SmackDown. Let's keep it pushing. Been a couple of weeks, man. I'm not really mad at SmackDown. I'm just enjoying the character development. So far as watching it like a show, I mean, none of it is a show anymore. Certain things happen. Finally, we get to talk about SmackDown, but ultimately, you know, I'm a little more aggressive toward this product at this point now. So if we talking character development, we moving into the next thing till we get to the next big thing. Like if we going week to week, alright, cool, but creative is creative for a reason. The moments where things can be compounded upon, yeah, I see where I'm gonna have to step in, but Raw and NXT been holding it down. SmackDown ain't been getting too much of the shine. So if I'm looking at it, Jimmy Uso, Drew McIntyre, I mean, alright, 3 hours is 2.5 hours character development. Started out with those two, and I was like, all right, well, you need the space for the characters to develop. So, excuse me, what I'm looking for right now, I'm not saying I ain't getting it. I'm just not really like, like I'm just waiting for the next real thing. Like Jimmy and Drew, fine, whatever. We get into WrestleMania, so we gonna get there when we get there. Hayes and Miz and then LA Knight and R-Truth, you see like that. I mean, it's stuff, but right now, so far as, like I said, what I'm talking about, like with character development, not going crazy. Like, ha ha, chuckle, chuckle, let's keep moving. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm at. Stratton and LeRae, good. I'm happy that everybody in the division is finding their spots, but I see them actually trying to develop characters, within them divisions, and especially the women's division right now. So you let things simmer whilst they cook. You know what I mean? Like you don't have the flame on high with this. So let everything continue, and they'll fall into their roles in enough weeks' time, I'm sure. Living Raquel, tag Naomi and B. All right, fine, whatever. Like that's what it is right now. Damian and Braun and Jacob and Solo. All right, fine. Excuse me. Now Jacob is a little bit more the mouthpiece. Solo is just on some whatever. Like they all just, it's the same bloodline storyline again, except now Solo isn't really doing all of the barking orders, you know what I'm saying? It's more like every man is for the team. So we're going to see how it continues to develop. I ain't saying it's bad. I ain't saying it's good. It's just what it is. South have been looking real strong for the past couple of weeks. Tag division got to have more than 4 teams. That's how I feel about it. But if we got something happening for all of them, cool. Nice little moment of silence into the funny music. And then Pretty Deadly is way more violent now. I definitely understand that. And then we go from there. Now, The Rock wants Cody's soul. Let me see if I can fit this in about a minute. Define that. The people are real confused. And then, if I'm really looking at it, this is like the second time, maybe the third, where there's been a really weird, awkward sexual tension between The Rock and Cody in the ring. Like, what is DJ doing with that? But beyond that, I'm so happy to see him. He came out. It was a surprise for a lot of people. WrestleMania next year in New Orleans. Good press conference after the show. He came out guns blazing, like he was on deck, shamming at the board. DJ was there, and all of this stuff. Final Boss was on deck, couple of moments. He did all the regular shtick. Okay, fine. Can he chill till Mania? We're going to have to see what happens at Elimination Chamber. So that's really what I was gathering from SmackDown, with a couple of changes made clearly because, DJ was in the building. But so far as taking this universal thing to those levels, I see the ploy. The Rock is trying to monopolize on superpowers in WWE. Can be Black Adam and be the way you want to be Black Adam. No, no, no. So now he's gonna go ahead and try to be goddamn Galactus here in the WWE universe. Bull in the China shop, but I don't see it this time around. But I definitely see his angling. Like, they made the Ulafala pop it again. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's rest in peace to Alpha and Seeker. Like, it was a story to it. Now it means something. It's like the Heritage Cup down on NXT, which technically matters, but it doesn't really matter. Like, the Ulafala matters. The Heritage Cup can matter, but it's still like, if there was ever a participation trophy, the Ulafala started out as, okay, we know, and new fans, and then it got its clout, and now just the new bloodline in general, it has its own traction and legs and stuff like that. So that's good. Now, I didn't say anything I needed to say about Rock and Cody in 1 minute, but I done been on this part for at least 2 minutes. It's more than enough time. I'm out of here.